about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy? You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We here once again. This is week 35. Sluggy here.
Jonathan.
Black. Sometime, all the time, right on time. Smash that like button like Hawk. Subscribe, please. Help us get to 100 subscribers. And then it's the road to 100, then the highway to 1,000 subscribers.
Be an assembler. Come on.
Yeah, be an assembler.
Come on.
You know, be a part of the assembly. You know, it's the summertime. Facts. So,
that's not your call. That's his call. He has to give that.
we're gonna do the run right here for this segment. Started recording late tonight, you know, so we're gonna just do one segment for tonight, but we'll do the other 2 or 3 tomorrow, you know, so week 35 wouldn't fall short of an episode. But nonetheless, you know, the run, if you're new to the channel, the run is the rumors, updates, and news regarding the MCU and whatever DC is doing, or even Sony, you know. So I usually put together a list, but off top I wanted to bring up because we seen off camera the Moon Knight TV spot, right? The Secret Agent TV spot.
Right.
What do you think about it? First of all, just to get out thoughts on it before I say what I was gonna say.
I felt fire. I felt like it was fire as hell. Like I like it keeps on with the narrative of the show, the duality of it. Like it's split, and like especially with he start. No, my bad. Kind of what Black said off cam earlier with he's talking to himself.
Right.
And like that to me, like when Black said it, I noticed it, but I paid more attention to it now.
With him talking to himself in a reflection.
Yeah, like you don't.
You know what bugged me out when that's funny, because I guess we talked about more, and that's crazy you brought that back, because what we talked about more off camera kind of actually jumped into the point I wanted to get into with that. Not even to cut you off, but make it as possible. But with him talking to himself in the reflection, I mean I've heard whispers that we're not gonna go too crazy and say it's Robert Downey Jr. like Tony Stark like, but from what they're saying as far as a person portraying their character, like Oscar Isaac's bodies this. And I saw a clip of that. I saw like a little image of kind of like a speck of it when it had that little piece with him talking to his reflection. Mm-hmm. It was like 2 different people. Yeah. But it's the same dude. But he had like 2 different swags, 2 different accents. It was like really almost like a split personality, like real. Yeah. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
That was a good point. It definitely, that little ass TV spot is funny because this is probably like the 6th or 5th footage that came out, whether it's the full trailer, teaser trailer, another TV spot, second trailer, final trailer. That was the most entertaining clip I've seen, the Secret Agent clip.
I don't know how they do it. They don't give you much, and they still manage to get better.
Yeah. It's like fishing. You know, they throw it out there and just reel you in.
Right. Right.
Come on. Oh, you almost got it. Come on.
Which is like 2 of the scenes are the exact same, and they show you like 2 more seconds before that in a slightly wider frame. And we're just like, yes. Yeah, you love it.
Another thing about that too, where it came up with just it's called Secret Agent. Like that trailer, that reminds me to bring back to Winter Soldier callback.
Right.
When when Cap had homie, he was like Stephen Strange. Yo, that's all we remember was Stephen Strange. Yeah. And now like I had to watch it again. Rewatched Winter Soldier. I advise y'all to rewatch. Fire movie. It's up there in my top 5. Winter Soldier is fire. But like he said, the reporter in Cairo, because it's Cairo, right? Yeah. I don't know if it's fucking up in the country. No bad. So Cairo, he said a reporter in Cairo, like they knew about all this shit, and then when you broke it down to me, I need you to break it down one more time.
So basically the scene's talking about Winter Soldier when Steve Rogers, when Captain America, Black Widow, and then Sam, when they first recruit Sam actually, they go interrogate the bald guy that they save on the ship in the beginning of Winter Soldier. Okay. So they go to interrogate him on top of the roof, Steve and Natasha, and then when they do, that's when Falcon comes on after Black Widow kicks him off of the building. Falcon reveals the first time I've ever seen his wings. He comes in and flies the guy back to the roof. So now they got him scared. They start interrogating him. And they basically saying, like, he's telling them how there's this algorithm that they made that is so precise and it basically predicts the future. And he was like, how? He was like, bro, everything, all your records, you got arrested from your high school, from your records, your SATs, from everything that you ever did in life, that's documented in the system. It takes all of that to predict your future, and they tested it out throughout the years, and it was accurate. Like, it really predicts the future. So they had tabs in that same scene. He name dropped Stephen Strange, which is Doctor Strange, and this is 2-3 years before Doctor Strange movie came out. So that's like an Easter egg, like he's saying, like, you know, of course Marvel's going to do that Easter egg, but also they had the reporter from Cairo, and that was referring now to Moon Knight, all the way back in Winter Soldier. So yeah, it's deep. It's deep how they be doing stuff like that, and actually, like, you won't know until they actually, or even catch it, because you're not even looking for that. But then when they do, oh yeah, we're making a such and such movie, you got. I think there was an Easter egg about that, reference to it.
That when you guys said it off camera, it didn't even click to me until, like, it's funny, like, I don't know if it was almost like before they did the Bucky parts or some what did they do to Bucky parts?
What they do to him?
When they messed with his mind.
Reset him. Brainwash him.
Yeah, when you said, like, whatever that process is called, when you said reporter in Cairo, it was almost like a trigger word. Like, I remember hearing that, but I don't know where I remember hearing it from. It was just like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro, like, cause that's just like Moon Knight. What Marvel's doing right now is making Moon Knight my number one, and making, like, the expectations of it to be my number one. Yeah, like, and Hawkeye is currently that right now.
I feel like Miss Marvel just did that for me with the trailer that just dropped. Like, I already was a fan of her, and then now seeing that trailer, the music to it and everything, the score, like, I can't wait to see it even more now. And now that got me more excited for any other show that's coming out right now. Yes. Even a little bit more excited than, like, not Moon, I keep saying that, but Morbius' movie and shit like that. Like, certain movies, I'm a little bit more excited even for Miss Marvel show. So
it's funny about you said Ghost. Ghost actually thought Moon Knight was gonna be a movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think A thought that too.
Just from the trailer.
A said that, yeah.
That movie's gonna be fire. Like, that's not even a movie.
It's a series.
That's crazy to think.
Bro, that's gonna be fun.
It's crazy. It is crazy because it has a movie-like trailer, which is.
I think it's just like.
Yeah.
My bad. Like, I just think it's like now with. You gotta look at production and stuff like that. Now, like, Marvel's gonna show you, it's gonna give us, like how you said, how they gave us wide angles, right, the same scene. Right. But, like, Marvel know what we want now. How long do you think these episodes are gonna be?
I think they're gonna vary, of course, because all the Marvel shows do that. So they're not gonna be like every episode the same length. Different time. Two, I do think it's gonna be
like something like the Loki show and
more or less
close to an hour.
Yeah, close to an hour. Maybe some episodes showing a little shorter than 40 minutes.
If that's the case, and this is something that's right around the corner, and every trailer or TV spot you get is pretty much the same shit with a little bit more added to it. And from what I feel like, do they just have confidence that, like, if the rumors are true, like, yes, they did finesse this. Cause they're like, yo, we don't have to show you anymore. Like, we're good with this trailer. We're confident.
No facts.
Just let this shit drop. Let it drop. Yeah, niggas gonna see.
Bro, cause I'm already like.
Is that the vibe you getting, or am I just saying that?
No.
Man, let this shit drop. You know what I'm saying? Cause they're not giving us nothing else. They're not giving us nothing else.
I feel like we get to see Moon Knight and the difference. Like, cause I'm looking at his comic book and everything. It's like, I'm getting it a little bit, but it's like probably seeing it live action, his origin, it's probably gonna give me more of a, like, okay, I can understand the comic book more now.
Appreciation.
Yeah, I want to get appreciation for it because, like, I wasn't too familiar of Moon Knight before. Like I heard of him. They say he was like Batman or something. Like, that was his comparison to me. Yeah. I was like, oh, Batman, fake ass Batman. So that's how I always looked at him. But now it's like, yo, this is different. Like, he kind of loopy. I like it. I like loopy characters.
I was gonna there's people speculating because the way that Marvel or Disney's phrased it on the trailer, catch the 6 episode event on whatever day it airs, right? March 30th, I believe. Right, March 30th. So people are now assuming or feeling like, yo, are they indicating they're gonna drop the whole series at once?
Yeah, that would be insane.
Oh my god.
Would y'all rather that?
No,
For that show, I mean, for the show. Like,
and I'll tell you why. Very simple. I have an inability to control myself, and if Marvel drops all 6 episodes, I am going to binge watch it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be sad that I binge watched it.
And then
yeah,
it's gonna be like a long movie, like 2 movies in one. It's gonna feel like a 6-hour movie that you got to watch in parts.
I like a weekly commitment. The only thing I can't do is when we're going for a week and then you got weeks that you're just not gonna air for reasons we didn't know until the day before.
Yo,
that I can't
Don't
ride
do that
with.
shit.
But
Don't do that
once
shit.
a week is cool. I like the once a week.
Yeah.
If they're gonna give it to us all at once, I'm definitely not gonna fucking say no. But
yeah,
I just feel like I need
prefer
the
digestible. I call it digestible.
yeah I need it once a week because like that's how I'm enjoying I'm getting more appreciation of other shows like Bel Air,
okay.
like it's once a week is an episode and like okay I'm anticipating more now. That's how I want it.
Right.
I want you to keep me
Engaged.
shit,
No, yeah.
I don't really want to go through it.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Go through it fucking
Nah,
Bro,
look, you know,
bad,
it's funny. As
though.
much as I
Okay.
didn't like it at first, as much as I didn't like it at first, like damn, having to wait every week. That's like wow. But now, like going through it with people that watches as much as the same shows you're gonna. You know,
Yeah.
these Marvel shows too, that you know it's a whole community watching these shows for real. Like y'all gonna speak about it online, whether you could watch other people's channels and hear them speak about it. Like
Facts.
you know, like it's crazy. So like I have more of appreciation for the week to week now because that build up is crazy throughout each week, and you know we get to, I guess, digest that one episode
Right.
for the moment, and then all right, next week, yo, but this happened. If we get to binge watch everything, there's so much that we're gonna
miss.
We're gonna miss so much when we're talking about it.
Marvel gives you a lot to unpack.
Hell yeah.
Which is why I think, which is again another off-camera conversation we had. You with Daredevil, I feel like I need you to watch that show because there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
They give you it's a lot of micro details, man.
And then you know what's
heavy.
And then you know another thing why I didn't want to watch Daredevil though also, like especially once I gave it a try and I was like, alright, this is easy for me to give up on now because I don't want to invest in Marvel shows that aren't canon.
Yes.
Or Marvel movies that aren't canon.
Right.
That's why I didn't
especially
really care for.
if you don't particularly love it. Like I'm not gonna continue to watch this.
I guess that's why I didn't fall huge to Deadpool when Deadpool came out. It was easy for me to be like, because it's not the MCU and like, how much does this matter? You know, like, and yes, it was a dope movie and all that, but it was just like.
And now that it's canon,
Yeah, like,
now that
For
it's
me, it was
canon,
just different. So it was just like, yeah, forced. It just seems like everybody likes it, so I have to like it.
Like I'll say it like this too, because now that it's canon, that No Way Home, the Charlie Cox setting in No Way Home probably hit different for you than it hit.
That's so
because even watching him catch the brick and seeing him like react before Spider-Man, that you're gonna need a good way. It almost like brings so much essence right back to his TV show, bro. Like it's like damn, bro.
So do you mind that he's gonna be a variant though in MCU? Do you mind that, or that he's not stripped directly from his show?
No, because it has to again. I just it has to fit in with the timeline. Like I feel like preserving the timeline you have is more important than like what's what I'm trying to figure. It's like you don't want to be like incorrect as far as like canon goes.
Okay.
It's the same thing as like how the MCU has variations from the comic book. How they do things that are more digestible in the story. Like
so you don't mind them not stripping it?
Yeah, because then it kind of like, oh, well, where were these people during, like, because we were talking about that, like, Daredevil fights the Hand.
Facts.
Yeah. They're like, what, in Hell's Kitchen? Like, why didn't Doctor Strange pull up? You know what I'm saying? Or what,
Like,
where was
right
fucking
on
Iron
the
Fist?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else helped out.
But I think another reason why it's cool that it's a variant. Another reason why it's cool that it's a variant, because it gets to be his own story.
Right.
Like, and yes, like the same way how we got Kingpin and Hawkeye, it's a variant of what we saw in the show. Because the only reason I kind of watched Daredevil and kind of Punisher a little bit was because of Kingpin. Because Kingpin to me was just like, oh, he's the best part of this whole thing. He ties everything together so well. Like he's just, and that Kingpin was more manipulative. Like he was more controlling. Like he know how to spin a situation.
Right.
And like seeing this Kingpin now of in the MCU with Hawkeye, it's like, oh shit, like they got strength now. Hold up, they got my man Kingpin low.
Yeah, he's physically more stronger. I think that, and I heard that
also.
also.
Other Kingpin, he was more of an intellect.
Yeah.
And I like that because like if you saw that show and now you're seeing him in this type of environment, in this type of atmosphere, it's like, oh, you get to see all types of Kingpin now. So now it makes sense why it's variants and why the multiverse is like, yo, like
well, variants are a thing.
Yeah, like it's different things, and this is what they do.
I forgot. I didn't even get to mention it, right? The reason why we brought Moon Knight is I heard that it takes place during the Blip. Right? I know I said that off cam.
Yeah.
And then the director had said a couple days ago that Moon Knight doesn't take place in the current MCU timeline. But the way he worded it like that, it sounds like with all the multiverse stuff going on, that it's not in our timeline. Like, sacred timeline. It made it seem like it's in part of a different universe. But then hearing this rumor pop up a couple of days later, it makes sense that he would say that. It don't take place in the current MCU timeline. Not that it don't take place in the MCU timeline, it don't take place in the current MCU timeline. So,
kind of, I guess, distance the character from. Again, you don't want to have that like, oh, well, why wasn't this a thing?
Yeah, and my whole thing is too. I as much as stuff they can give us about the Blip, I'm all for it because that such was a crucial time in the MCU that they just skipped over in Endgame that we need to find out how the world reacted in many different aspects because we seen how Spider-Man. They just came back on the court and like. Well, they was doing band practice and shit and playing gym and shit, but in WandaVision, she was freaked out in the hospital. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where's my mother? Like, it shows you how dark it could have been for majority of the world. So I just really, even not even to see the snap part, but how people was living life with everyone gone. Or certain role people gone. And you're like, damn, it's not this person.
They explored a little bit of that in, Not No Way Home, Far From Home. Because old buddy, the rival for MJ, I forgot his name. That kid was young. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Younger than him.
That's what I'm saying. They touch on it with the whole. They start off rip when Betty is talking about it, and then she's saying, and then he even say, yeah, like my little brother. He's like my older brother now. Like who's this?
You remember dude that he was gonna the dude that took a picture of him when he was talking to the first SHIELD agent in the back in the bar.
Okay, all right.
The other love interest for MJ.
Yes. Okay.
And that's like
his name is Chad.
I think so.
Yeah, hold on. His name is Chad. No wonder he lost. Like you gotta find a dude with MJ, bro.
Well, I'm all for anything that they want to give us from that time period. To move on slightly, we got a lot of stuff on here. James Rhodes. So Samuel Jackson confirms that Don Cheadle's James Rhodes is gonna appear in Secret Invasion Disney Plus series.
Extra fun.
So, like I was telling y'all off cam earlier, I just feel like that's not gonna be the James Rhodes. He's gonna be a Skrull playing James Rhodes. Because it's Secret Invasion. I think everyone that's an Avenger in this movie, in the show, that's a Skrull.
That's how like, to be honest, I would want it. Like, I think the more the merrier, because it just adds so much dynamic to that storyline.
Except for Captain Marvel, she's probably not gonna be the Skrull.
Oh, of course. She probably should be lead detective.
I just thought about something, yo. Hey, yo, man, that was a high moment, man. But I just concluded some shit together because of you.
Everybody in the MCU just being Skrulls.
No,
not everybody.
I think he's particularly.
Everyone.
He's particularly a Skrull because in Civil War he got his back fucked up, and Tony only gave him the braces, the leg brace, or the back brace, whatever.
But then in
any other movie, he doesn't. You don't ever see him with that.
Yeah, he's just back regular.
He's back regular,
and he's walking without it. He's seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He spoke to Sam like that in a regular suit.
Come on, he probably was a Skrull the whole time. Hey, yo, bro, you just fucked my whole head up.
I don't know if they're gonna point to little things like that, like remember this and remember that, because that's gonna make it a little too detail watchy. You know what I mean?
Well, first and foremost,
only thing it messes up for him and everything is him not being there for Tony's death.
I think just flat out making him a Skrull. Like he's a Skrull. You don't have to explain it. He's a Skrull.
Nah, you do gotta explain when.
All right, you can
because then for the same reason that what we're doing now, we try to figure out our own. Nah, but what movies were he a Skrull in? What movie was you start doing what
he could just be.
Nah, remember this happened, but then this.
He could just be weird from the start of Secret Wars. Like he could just be weird.
Secret Invasion.
No, Secret Invasion, probably. It'd just be weird as hell. You're just like, I don't know. I don't like it.
Right.
Something's fishy about it. You know? So, but I think it's gonna be a more just dynamic thing. There's gonna be certain characters that you're naturally gonna be like, my son's moving regularly. He's good. There's gonna be some people that you're gonna give that pass to that are definitely gonna be Skrulls. that you're gonna be like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. You know what I mean? Or somebody that you probably definitely thought was a Skrull.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do that a couple times in that show. It's gonna do it so much probably that we really not gonna know who's a Skrull.
Someone, is that someone may get mistaken for a Skrull, or get accused of being a Skrull from the beginning, and they were never a Skrull.
So far, it's him, Rhodey. It's Rhodey, Falcon, and Ant-Man is supposed to appear in Secret Invasions. As far as like Avengers.
I love the idea of Falcon being a Skrull.
Yeah, because he got this whole new leadership role now that you can't be a Skrull.
And he's Cap.
Cap. You can't be a Skrull.
That's how you get Skrull Cap.
Yeah, that's how you get Skrull Cap.
That makes sense there. That would be fire if you make
then
Falcon
you love Falcon, right?
No, I
love Falcon in that situation. Skrull Cap.
Yo, if you Skrull Cap, then that might be cool. But like other than that, just try and make him like be a better Falcon. That's my thing. Just be a better Falcon. I have no more disrespect towards Falcon. I comment that down.
You're no longer angry at Falcon.
I watched myself a couple of times, and my passion.
You come over a little callous towards Falcon.
A little aggressive. Like I had to rewatch Winter Soldier, and I understood.
I understand that it's Williams Clarence.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad.
He went to Cambridge.
It's not that bad.
It's a private school.
He went to a private school.
Like, come on. His parents are married. They have a real good marriage. Shout out to them.
Moving slightly on, Sony got plans to do, I know we spoke about all this off camera, but Sony plans on doing a She-Venom movie. Supposedly it's in the works, reportedly. I don't know how I feel about that because I never knew too much about She-Venom, but I feel like why not? If I'm at a point right now with Sony that I'm OD, they got my attention right now.
You remember boom on that with their casting.
Oh, yeah, who you
tell them?
Tiffany Haddish. They better not cast Tiffany Haddish. I like that.
It's gonna be a comical take on Venom.
Yeah, that's kind of, and they already got the comical take on him in the way in this movie. So, but look, they got my attention.
Totally
so I'm willing to hear them out, Sony. But I would have rather Toxin. But as long as they give me Toxin, I don't care if they give me She-Venom. So that's cool.
Bring Toxin.
Shout out to Tiffany Haddish.
Shout out to Toxin. And also shout out to Tiffany Haddish. I liked you in Girl Trips. I watched it again.
Her, she did the same thing. So same thing with them. They also they want to do them and Marvel together. Sony and Marvel want to do a Infinity War / Endgame event that symbiote invasion happens on Earth and half of the majority of the superheroes from both sides of the Sonyverse and the MCU are taken over by symbiotes. Like I said off cam, I don't want them to rush that.
Yeah.
I don't want them to rush that. But that sounds amazing. Oh, and Noel will be the one leading this. If y'all know, Noel is the god and the first of symbiotes. He was the first symbiote ever, and the god of the symbiotes. He's like super beastie. Whatever Venom and Carnage is, he's like OP by like 10 to 12 or 50 maybe. I don't know. But he's like mad OP, I heard. So hearing that, if they want to do a Infinity War / Endgame event, then Noel sounds like a guy that can live up to that.
Also, just think about how you said that you wanted that to be like an 8-year thing. I think Sony and Marvel already had that plan because if the rumor is true that Tom signed for 6 more movies and whatever other crossover movies, we don't know the specifics, you can try and fit that in because we still got the Venom sludge. That piece of Venom is still in Tom's universe.
I think
so. You could start it like that, like Venom cast on there and Tom's.
Right.
I definitely think it'll be Flash Thompson.
I'm like sold.
And I think the symbiotes.
Agent Venom.
Yeah, that's
whatever they want to do. I think ultimately the symbiote's a really cool character, and if they're gonna do like a symbiote arc, like this. The symbiotes are the main demons.
Right.
I think people would like that. I think people eat that up. I think that's fine.
And then since Sony's doing their own movies with the villains, with their older Spider-Man villains, like it's easy for Marvel just to focus on other stuff with him now. Like if that's really gonna happen, that'd be fire. Like hey, we got it.
Would you want them to add other Spider-Men into this mix? When I say other Spider-Man, I don't mean Tobey and Andrew because we already know they would be in the mix. I mean other Spider-Man that we never seen.
I feel this is when they do the what's the arc in the cartoon? I think it's like the Spider Wars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what he does. He goes in the multiverse. That's when you can bring Madam Web's already getting her own movie.
Yeah.
So if she's getting her own movie, you can put Madam Web, and she calls him like, yo, shit's real. Like here, this is the help. This is your chance to get all the Spider-Man you can get, and we could get mad different Spider-Man.
Oh, and they just said that chick got casted for right? For the Madam Web show. Well, Sonny Sweeney.
Yeah.
Sonny
Is that like the arch nemesis of like whatever Madam Web protects is like ultimately the symbiotes?
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah. It seems like
that's like their natural enemy.
So it makes sense that they will bring Madam Web in now if they want to do an event like that down the line. Mm-hmm. I would like that.
I mean, you can never have enough Spider-Man, right?
Not at all.
Just keep Spider-Man in it. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's dope.
My bad. I'm looking at my phone, y'all. I'm looking at that. I want to get confirmed her name. It's Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, Sydney. I was gonna say Sydney too. Wow.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney. She got basically it wasn't confirmed, but it was a rumor. It was basically like reported.
Yeah, Euphoria.
She basically has been reported. It's like until it's confirmed, take it with a grain of salt. But she
the Fox moves.
Yeah, she's been confirmed for Madam Web.
Yeah.
That's great.
Y'all post that, you know.
Mm-hmm. To shift a little bit. Bro, shout out Fox, shout out A, shout out all the assemblers out there, man. Shout out to Ghost.
Ghost is always here in spirit. He's sitting chilling, yeah.
Facts. What's up, Ghost?
DC. DC.
Oh man.
Blue Beetle.
Oh, bro.
Right, when we had the Blue Beetle talk earlier.
You know, I forgot that you mentioned
Blue
that.
Beetle and the
Now,
super climatic 10-year build-up.
So they've been planning Blue Beetle. They've been on their front desk. They've one of their priorities for the last 10 years at WB and DC, but they haven't pushed it out because they put it on a pedestal every year. So now I didn't even know they have a director and everything. And the guy came out and said that he has plans for a sequel 2 and 3 and everything, just in case if the audience like the movie and it receives well, and they give him the okay, and he's gonna do multiple sequels. But I don't know, man. Blue Beetle is a cool character, but at this point, y'all putting it on a pedestal. I've been doing that. Y'all been trying to do it for a while. Y'all should have just like did that movie. You know what I mean? And just did it.
Not just that, like. How you talking about a movie we get no trailer to? We ain't getting nothing about this.
Nothing.
Like, first and foremost, you gave us a whole lineup of heroes that's supposed to come out this year. And Blue Beetle was not in that lineup. Mm-hmm. And you know why I know Blue Beetle wasn't in that lineup? Because I analyzed that lineup a lot. Because I watched the trailer a lot. I saw Batman. I saw who was in Batman. I actually saw the Batman. I saw the Black Adam trailer part.
See the Blue Beetle.
Yo, definitely see no Blue Beetle and no Black Adam skit.
And I feel like Blue Beetle's a cool ass character.
Facts. Shout out to Jaime Reyes.
They're talking about and they're talking about a second and third movie. It's just like,
well, there were three Blue Beetles. It's like you got Ted it's Ted Turk,
three
the
Blue
scientist.
Beetles. We don't got a Blue Beetle movie.
Yeah, but they're going to actually do the Blue Beetle that everyone's currently knows.
Blue
Jaime
Beetle.
Reyes.
It's a Spanish kid, right?
Keep your eyes open
Those
for Blue
three.
Beetle dropping 2030.
So one is Ted Core. Ted Core is the second Blue Beetle. He's the one who doesn't use the scarab. There was one that's before Ted Core that I don't remember, and then it's Jaime Reyes is the third Blue Beetle. That's the one who joins the Teen Titans and shit like that.
His debut 2050. That's gonna go crazy.
Facts. Yo, put him in Titans. Introduce Blue Beetle in Titans. Titans is a fire show. Introduce that.
Yo, should we get like a live action Teen Titans Go?
Nah.
You said no? I almost walked out.
You said no, you threw me off with that. I'm like, go. Down.
I just wanted to see if I could create an energy.
No.
Neither one of you looked down.
I'm like,
just looked down like,
nah. I see our faces when we said that.
Yo, like, see.
If this ever gets big publicly, Cartoon Network needs to know that you broke all of our hearts with that decision.
Another DC thing right here. I remember seeing this earlier.
Fucking Teen Titans.
Matt Reeves, the director of the Batman movie that just came out, he says that he announces Riddler Year 1 spin-off comic. So I guess the comic book of it, not the, but it's gonna be canon to what's going on
To the movie.
Yeah, I mean that's dope for anybody that want to know how Riddler's origin before he got to where he got to at that moment.
That'd be fire. That's actually something that's different. I would have never thought of that for Riddler, you know. Especially their take on Riddler was way different from the normal Riddler. So that was cool. That's something I'm interested in.
You get into that? Reading a little origin of him? I still didn't even pick up. Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess it takes me back to every time I hear about like either Riddler or Penguin or like I always think of Gotham, bro. I always think of the show Gotham. Like I like he had a whole season for a backstory.
Yeah.
Which
I liked him in that show
well
too.
done.
I liked him about them.
Oh, Gotham.
The actor and all that. I liked it.
I mean, look, if they want to go for it, go for it.
At this point,
is it gonna be the Riddler from?
Yeah, but remember it's comic book, so it's not like somebody gotta come in. The actor gotta come in and shoot scenes. He's just.
Oh, it's gonna be animated?
No, a
comic book, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be a comic book.
A comic book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I was just about to mention, I didn't even get to dive into or try to find the prequel, the Batman book that came out officially. So it gives you a bigger insight of that realm and dives into that shit. But look, going off of this success, seeing this, they just crossed the Batman just crossed $500 million at the box office. So, you know, globally, worldwide. So it's a success, especially in the pandemic. It's going crazy. If you haven't seen it, go see it. So if they got all these ideas, they better do it now. Get them approved now.
Yeah.
You know, before they should die back down.
Go Batman crazy.
Yeah, go Batman crazy. I'm a Batman fan. Go Bat crazy. Why they call it batshit crazy?
Batshit.
Go batshit crazy.
Facts. Like y'all got the time. Y'all got this little small window because Batman was out to some people.
Cat might finally get Man back.
I actually want to see Man back. You know they had a reference of him inside of the Batman vs Superman movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So a live adaptation of Man Bat would probably look crazy.
It would hit, super hit.
Yeah. And the transformation would be super. Oh my God, it'd be beautiful.
To cross back into the Marvel realm, Daniel Radcliffe, he's back in the room of
Harry Potter.
He says he think he'll play a good Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
Harry Potter.
Why?
Harry Potter.
Why at his age? Why?
Your name is Harry Potter.
Because he think he's still young.
Man, no.
He still think he's the Harry that left the role of
the last movie I saw him in, he does not look like a Spider-Man. He looks like
Harry,
con artist.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah. I'm talking about Have you seen it too?
He could play. He could be. What's his name?
Ben Reilly?
Yeah. Don't disrespect Ben Reilly. That's disrespectful. Mad disrespectful to Ben Reilly.
Why?
He can't.
Scarlet Spider is definitely a Spider-Man, bro. Don't do that to him.
He can't play Ben Reilly.
No, Harry Potter.
He can't play Eddie's.
Yo, he has a whole thunderbolt on his head still to me, bro. Like that man is Harry Potter. Till he go, that's Harry Potter to me. And you know what's crazy? He's saying all this, and I'm pretty sure he's in Multiverse of Madness. It's a rumor.
I'm pretty sure he's Wolverine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in Multiverse of Madness Wolverine.
That's OD.
And I hope Ryan Reynolds cuts your head off.
You're like, come on, you're not Logan.
Where's Logan? Like,
I like if he actually said, you're not Hugh Jackman. I would love Ryan to do that in the movie and cut his head off after that.
You're not Hugh Jackman.
That would be crazy.
Shout out to Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's your name's right here. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Apple Project was pretty good.
Did you see it? Yes, I did.
I didn't see it.
No.
I was gonna wait to see it.
It was pretty good. I don't think it was better than Free Guy, but that don't take away from the movie. The movie still was a good movie. Like, it was emotional, maybe a little choke up at the end, and then crazy. But
not too crazy.
I like its take.
As far as I'm saying.
I like how it take because I feel like he's getting more comfortable in taking those type of roles. PG Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah,
and
he embraced it. He embraced it for a while.
He embraced the shit out of that, and like I'm not gonna hold you. Him and that little kid interaction.
Yeah, it seems like little him, so they bodied that.
It was perfect, and I saw behind the scenes footage of how they were interacting. Like this little kid is a big ass Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I seen that too. Where he was doing the whole line for line.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
and he's just like Ryan Reynolds is like a proud parent.
Yeah,
like,
he like in the back, front seat, like in the kid in the back seat saying it. He like.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't know. This could be 10 years down the line. I don't know how old that young man might be.
But you wouldn't mind him.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
him.
Like,
if he keep on like that, he could be the replacement one day.
Yeah, he could be the replacement. Yeah, like I felt that there, like they had, it was just natural. It was just like so natural.
Nah, for you. You're right though. I felt the same way. It was definitely a good movie. I gave it like a 7.58. But definitely. Anything else you want to add in the segment before we close up? Y'all feel like we missed anything? Any rumor that y'all might have heard? Any update news? An update is that officially now all the Netflix Marvel shows, they're officially on Disney Plus now and not on Netflix no more.
No, we're gonna say new Daredevil's new, say the new joint or whatever.
Oh yeah, we literally touched that I think second, right? We went into that word. Yeah, I think we covered most of this shit. Yeah, so let us know what y'all thought of this segment. What y'all thought of this run, actually. What rumor, update, or news stood out to you the most? Would you be excited for Deadpool being rebooted in the MCU, right? Or him just being stripped straight from the whole shit? I think I want to hear your comments on that because that'll tell me how much would I want to go watch the whole shit. Most likely me and him's gonna work out a deal where I'm gonna have to watch the other
Facts.
But
I still don't know where I stand on like, I mean, obviously, like I won't say obviously, I love the Deadpool movies, but like I feel like they could do it right. Like I feel like whatever they're gonna do is gonna be the right thing.
mm-hmm.
I don't feel like they're in any danger of messing it up.
Yeah, no. Deadpool's good. He's still.
I feel like whatever they do is gonna do the right thing.
I got too much.
Oh, by the way, they just confirmed also. This is the last update too. Confirmed the director from Deadpool and Free Guy and that project is coming back to direct Deadpool 3 because he was originally gonna do it and then he wasn't gonna do it because he's got to have other projects and then now he officially signed on. He's officially gonna do it now. We get that same element basically back.
That goes hard.
Yeah,
especially because him and Ryan got like that chemistry from all those.
They do have good chemistry. I know some people have their qualms about Deadpool 2, but I actually really like it.
Yeah, now Deadpool 2 was.
It didn't have the because I guess some people criticize like the storyline a little bit, but it's a fucking Deadpool movie.
I kind of like. I don't know, weird like that. Sometimes
It's
I like
Deadpool movie.
I like that one a little bit better in a way because the fact that they like showed other characters too. That was in it, like.
Domino, he brought in the fake X-Force. He actually
exactly.
brought in the actual characters' names, but he couldn't actually get them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what he said? Couldn't for all the X-Men.
And stuff like that was dope to me. So I enjoyed that movie.
It had action, it had crude humor, it had slapstick comedy. It was a Deadpool movie.
No, Deadpool's fire.
Mm-hmm.
You're right with Deadpool.
So, y'all heard it here. Subscribe, smash that like button like Hulk. It's the road to 100. Please help us get to 100 subscribers, and then after that, it's the highway to 1,000. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers, please. After that, we get to get to the next level. We get to get paid advertisements, sponsorships, and everything. So please subscribe. It's Sluggy,
Jonathan,
Black,
and we here. Till next time, summertime.
It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy? You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hulk. Yeah.